Well, g'day folks, I'm just out of Port Campbell today on the Great Ocean Road, and I'm going to take a walk along the cliffs here. And it's a beautiful day and the sea is pretty flat today, so it's going to be a nice walk. But we'll head up there, I'll show you some stuff and I think you'll be quite impressed. But it was a hell of a walk coming down from where I started. I haven't been here for a few years and the track is completely overgrown. About 1 million spider webs, but no snakes, so that was a plus. But let's walk up here and I'll show you what it's like. So this is pretty nice, isn't it? It's pretty nice, and you can walk as far as you want along here. But the thing is, if you can work out where I am and you come here and you visit yourself one day, be so careful of the sea, because you can see all this has got water in it, and all this is salt water, because when the seas get up, the waves absolutely 100% break all across this, completely across this, and would be so strong and so high that it'd suck you off the rocks and put you out in the ocean, and you just wouldn't get back up unless you were very lucky. So absolutely come and have a look, come and have a walk, but be so careful of the sea when it's big, and yeah, try and leave the place exactly how you found it, because there's no one here. It's just me, and it's like this everywhere. If you know where to go and you don't make too much of a noise and wreck the place, everywhere along the Great Ocean Road is like this, especially around the Port Campbell area, which is the closest town to me now. But I'll keep walking up here and I'll show you some of the other things. It's absolutely beautiful. A little crab in there, in this rock pool. See? I might have scared him a little bit when I approached. He saw my shadow, but there's a little crab in there. And all these rock pools are full of little crabs. I bet you I can find another one. Give me a second. So here's another little crab, and you probably won't be able to see this one until I make it move. So let's just see if you can notice it. I've got to get the light right. Ah, the rocks are prickly. So it's just here. There, he's gone now. So, but anyway, all those little rock pools are full of little rocks, little crabs. But the thing I want to point out here is the rocks are so sharp. I don't know if you can kind of see on the camera, but the rocks they're so sharp that you can't lean on it, you can't walk across them in bare feet. So that means if you're here when a wave comes and it hits you, knocks you down and drags you out to sea, it's dragging you across this stuff which will just cut you to bits. It's absolutely insane. I've been cut many times, and so have a whole bunch of my friends, just out surfing. You cut your feet or you get dragged across the rocks and it cuts through your wetsuit. It is just so sharp that you fall over and get sucked out to sea. You get dragged across this stuff first, and then if you're lucky enough to get back in, or if the wave washes you in and out and in and out, it's washing you across this stuff. It's bad. You absolutely do not want to get washed out to sea for a whole bunch of reasons. Getting cut to bits as you do it, and then trying to climb up this stuff is just another one of the reasons. I'll show you down here some more too, more about the sharp rocks. So keep in mind when I'm telling these stories, today it is very close to so flat that it's probably hard to imagine. But if you can imagine the swell coming in here, it's, oh look, who could measure it, but 5 times higher than my head, who would know? Because you can't actually stand here and watch it because you'll get smashed up on the rocks and dragged out to sea. But massive swell. Breaks on here, if you're unlucky, knocks you off, drags you off those sharp rocks from before, into this stuff, which is bad enough, off the reef, out to sea, and then pushes you back in. But even the rocks down here, it's not flat, it's sharp as sharp. So have a look at this stuff. So you can see how sharp it is. Ow! Son of a... Sandflies are bad. So, oh, I'm gonna get wet feet. You can't even walk across the stuff, let alone try and drag yourself up on the rocks without getting hurt. You'll do an ankle or do... See here how... So it's all sharp and jagged, and it's not flat, and you can't walk on it. It's insane. But that's also what makes it so fantastic around here, that it's so wild and rough. I've got to be careful here because I'm going to get the waves, like I said a minute ago. But look here. These sharp rocks just go all the way. So you've got the real sharp stuff, then this crazy stuff, then it takes you out, and it's bad. So the point of that story, oh, this is slippery as well, is to be so careful. Don't go on these rocks if the swell's, sorry, camera's all over the place. Don't go on these rocks if the swell's big, and be just super careful, even if the swell is flat. It's absolutely beautiful, so come and check it out and have a walk, but be super careful. And the other problem with that, one of the many problems, is nobody can easily come and get you because of the same problem. They can't just jump in the water and swim out and grab you because they've got the rocks and they've got the swell and they've got the jagged stuff down here. So it's not like getting washed off a sandy beach, which is bad enough on its own. Anyway, I'll keep walking and stop talking. So folks, you can see that nothing really has changed along this walk. I mean, it's changed a little bit, but the thing that's consistent is that the rocks are insanely sharp. You couldn't climb up them. If you were down there, you could climb up them if you had real good booties or shoes on, but you couldn't just comfortably climb up along there. And this goes for as far as you could walk nearly. So anywhere along here, up here you're okay, but you don't want to be down there, because if it's flat it's alright, but it's just rugged and rough. Extremely dangerous in a big sea, but absolutely beautiful because it's so rugged and rough. I'll keep walking. There's a helicopter that'll come and you can probably hear that now. I'll keep walking because there's plenty more to walk, plenty more rocks to step over. Well folks, I hope you enjoyed the walk. It's a beautiful area, but I'm going to turn around, I'm going to head back now. I've been walking for an hour and 7 minutes from where I left the car, and I could walk this way, the direction I was walking, for probably another hour, but you've got to keep in mind that you've got to go back. It's a beautiful day. If you're on the Great Ocean Road and around Port Campbell, you know, spend a few days, have a good look, because there's hidden gems like this everywhere. But just be very careful of the ocean, stay away from the cliffs, don't leave your rubbish, don't wreck the place, otherwise you ruin it for everybody. But it's a beautiful, beautiful spot, and I love it. So I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You can also hit the little bell notification. That way every time I upload a new video, you'll get a reminder and you'll be able to see what I'm doing and where I am. All along the Great Ocean Road, doing cool stuff like this. Yeah, and give the video a thumbs up. Alright, take care. See you in the next video.